You really thought I wouldn't find out?
Claire, what are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Everything you said at Alan's party.
I didn't say anything bad. You're overreacting.
Really? So, she was a nightmare to live with is just casual small talk now?
Okay, I may have vented a little, but I didn't think you'd hear any of that. It wasn't meant to hurt you.
That doesn't make it better. It makes it cowardly. You painted me as some controlling monster. In front of our friends.
I was just trying to explain my side of things, Claire. They were asking.
And instead of being honest, you lied. Again. I let it go for too long. But not this time.
What are you going to do?
I already did it.
What does that mean?
Check your group chat with Alan, Megan, and Sarah.
Are you serious right now? You posted that audio?
You bet I did.
Claire, that was private. I was drunk, emotional. I didn't know you were recording.
You knew. I told you before I hit record. You asked me to save this so you remember I meant it. Ring a bell?
That was a year ago.
Exactly. A year ago you were sobbing, begging me to take you back. Now you're calling me a lunatic to save face? Not on my watch.
You're blowing this way out of proportion.
Number, I'm correcting the record. You've been trashing me for months, smiling in my face and stabbing me in the back.
You're humiliating me. Everyone's texting me like I'm some psycho.
Maybe because you begged me to be your oxygen and then told people I suffocated you.
Claire, please, take it down. I'll explain everything. I'll tell them I exaggerated.
Too late.
You're really going to destroy my reputation like this?
Funny, that's what you tried to do to me.
You think this makes you look good? Petty revenge?
This isn't revenge, it's the truth. And it feels damn good to stop hiding it.
I didn't mean to hurt you. I was just ashamed of how I acted back then.
So you tried to rewrite the story?
I panicked. People always asked what happened. I didn't know what to say.
Here's a thought. The truth.
I didn't think they'd understand.
They didn't need to. You just didn't want to look like the bad guy.
You don't have to do this. Let's talk. In person.
Number, you had plenty of chances to talk.
This isn't fair. You're turning people against me.
You did that all on your own. I'm just giving them the missing audio track.
You were always dramatic.
And you were always desperate. Remember that the next time you lie about me?
Claire, please.
We're done here.
I still love you.
No, Mark. You love control. And I finally stopped giving it to you.
Claire, I'm serious. I can't sleep. I feel like I'm going to throw up.
That's not my responsibility anymore.
I get it. I screwed up. But do you really want to erase everything we had?
I'm not erasing anything. I'm exposing the part you kept hiding.
They think I'm a manipulator now.
Because you are. I just finally gave them the proof.
It wasn't all lies. I was hurting too, Claire.
Then you should have told the truth. Not built a version of me to make yourself feel better.
I was scared people would see me as weak.
So you made me the villain. Do you have any idea what that did to me? To walk into rooms and feel the shift in tone, the side glances?
I thought if I controlled the narrative, maybe I could move on faster.
At my expense.
Okay. Yes, you're right.
Don't say that if you don't mean it.
I do. Claire, I've never stopped thinking about you. About how I left things.
Number, you didn't leave them. You buried them and then stomped on the grave.
I was hurting too.
Then heal without taking others down with you.
But I miss you.
You missed the version of me who forgave and stayed quiet.
I miss the version of me when I was with you. The one that actually believed I could be better.
Then be better, alone.
Please don't shut me out.
You already shut me out when you told people I emotionally blackmailed you.
I never said that.
You said I used tears to control you. That's the same thing.
I was venting, trying to make sense of things.
You don't get to rewrite abuse as venting.
I wasn't abusive.
You gaslit me for years, lied, twisted stories, made me doubt myself. That is abuse.
You're twisting this now.
Number, I'm remembering it clearly for the first time in a long time.
I didn't mean to hurt you, Claire.
You just didn't care enough not to.
What can I do to fix this?
You can stop pretending this was ever love.
So all those years meant nothing to you?
They meant everything. That's why this hurts so much.
Then why do you want to destroy me?
I want to free myself.
I never knew you hated me this much.
This isn't hate. If it were, I'd still care what you think.
Claire, please, I've lost so much. My friends, my sister barely speaks to me. I don't know who I am anymore.
That's not my job to fix.
You said once I could always talk to you.
That was before I realized every conversation was just another performance for you.
I wasn't performing.
You were always rehearsing your image. and I was just another prop.
That's not fair.
Neither was being made the punchline of your recovery arc.
I didn't mean for things to get this far.
They didn't get this far, Mark. You brought them here.
I was desperate.
Desperation is not an excuse for cruelty.
I just wanted to feel like I had some control again.
And now?
Now I feel hollow.
That's what truth feels like after a life of pretending.
Can we just meet? Talk like we used to?
Number, you don't get to have my peace and my silence.
I was going to propose again. Did you know that?
What?
I was going to ask you to marry me. Again. Before everything fell apart.
Is that supposed to move me?
It's supposed to show I was serious. I loved you.
If you loved me, you'd never make me feel smaller to look bigger.
You were the best thing I had.
Then why did you spend so long convincing people I was the worst?
I don't know.
I do. Because you never wanted to admit you lost someone good.
I didn't just lose someone good. I lost the only person who saw through me and stayed.
Until I couldn't anymore.
I'm sorry.
And I believe that. But I won't carry you through your apology.
So that's it?
Number, this is the beginning. For me.
And what am I supposed to do?
Learn. Without dragging others down while you do.
I wish I could go back.
I don't. I'm finally moving forward.
Do you even miss me at all?
I miss who I thought you were.
That hurts more than you think.
Good. Then maybe you'll stop doing it to other people.
You make it sound like I'm some monster.
I'm making it sound like someone who's finally telling the truth.
You always had a way with words.
And you always had a way of using them to make me doubt myself.
I'm not the only one who made mistakes, Claire.
I never claimed to be perfect. But I didn't smear you to everyone we know. I didn't rewrite history so I could avoid feeling guilty.
I couldn't handle how it ended.
Then you should have fought to fix it, not sabotage my name.
I thought if I sounded like the victim, I'd get more sympathy.
And you did. For a while. Until the mask slipped.
I didn't expect the audio to hit that hard.
It wasn't the audio. It was the truth behind it.
People look at me different now.
Welcome to the version of me they thought I was.
Do you feel better?
Yes, because I don't have to carry your secrets anymore.
You could have just told me you were hurting.
I did. Over and over. You called it too sensitive.
I didn't mean it that way.
But you said it anyway. Like every time I cried, you rolled your eyes and said, "Here we go again."
I was overwhelmed.
So was I, but I didn't make you the enemy.
Claire, I know I failed you.
You didn't just fail me. You failed yourself. You had a chance to grow. To change. Instead, you picked denial.
I thought I had more time.
That's the thing about time. You don't feel it slipping until it's too late.
Do you remember that night in the cabin?
Don't.
We slow danced in the kitchen. You wore that old sweater I used to love. We laughed.
Mark.
We were happy, weren't we?
We were pretending. I was scared to say I wasn't okay. Because I didn't want to ruin your mood.
I thought we were in sync.
We were out of sync for years.
Then why did you stay?
Because I loved you. And I believed love meant staying, no matter what.
It does.
Number, love means being safe. Being seen. Being respected.
I didn't know how to give that.
Then why were you so quick to take?
I thought love was enough.
Love without accountability is manipulation.
You've changed.
I healed.
Without me?
Because of you.
I never wanted to be your lesson.
You were my reminder. That I deserve more than survival in someone's shadow.
I don't know how to come back from this.
You don't. This isn't your road anymore.
So I just fade out of your life?
You already did. Long before I hit record.
I kept hoping you'd call me one day, say you were wrong, say you missed me.
And what would you have done?
I would have come running.
Exactly. And nothing would have changed.
I wish you didn't see me so clearly now.
It's the only way I could ever leave.
Do you hate me?
Number, if I did, I'd still be tangled in you.
Then what do you feel?
Relief.
That's hard to hear.
Not as hard as begging for space in your own relationship.
I wish I'd listened better.
You didn't even try.
I was too busy defending myself from things I knew were true.
And I was too busy shrinking to make you feel tall.
You never needed to shrink.
Then why did you always flinch when I stood tall?
Because it reminded me I wasn't enough.
That wasn't my fault.
I know that now.
I hope you never forget it again.
You were never the villain, Claire.
Tell that to the version of me you sold them.
Can I fix that?
Only if you do it for them, not for me.
So this is goodbye?
It's closure.
It doesn't feel good.
Closure rarely does.
I hope you find someone better than me.
I already did.
Who?
Myself.
I can't stop rereading what you said last night.
Then maybe it's finally sinking in.
It is. That's what scares me.
Truth should scare people who lie.
You were never this harsh.
I was never this free.
I miss the soft version of you.
She died waiting for an apology you never gave.
You really believe I never loved you?
I believe you loved having me.
That's not the same.
Exactly.
You always cut right through me.
That's called seeing someone for who they are.
I wish you couldn't.
I used to wish that too. Made it easier to forgive you.
I was selfish.
You were strategic. That's worse.
You think I planned to hurt you?
I think you planned to keep me quiet.
I didn't want to lose you.
Then you shouldn't have played both sides.
I didn't realize how much I depended on you until after we broke up.
And I didn't realize how little of me was left.
It's so strange not hearing from you anymore.
That silence saved my life.
I've been going to therapy.
Good.
I told my therapist everything about the audio, the lies, you.
Did you tell him why you needed to control the narrative?
I told him I was afraid no one would like me if they saw the real me.
That's the only version I ever wanted.
Then why did you leave?
Because I realized I deserved someone who wasn't afraid to be real.
I hate how I made you feel.
I hate that it took exposure for you to say that.
You really think I wouldn't have apologized without the audio?
You had 2 years. You didn't say a word.
I was ashamed.
And I was abandoned.
I didn't know how to face you.
But you knew how to gossip behind my back?
I was hurting too.
You weaponized your hurt. I just carried mine.
That audio, it changed everything.
It didn't change anything. It just revealed it.
People keep sending me texts, saying they never knew.
They didn't. Because I protected you.
Why?
Because I loved the version of you I thought you were trying to become.
And now,
I'm done loving potential.
I feel like I'm grieving someone who's still alive.
Now you know how I felt for years.
Claire, can't we at least try to be friends?
Number, I've mistaken tolerance for friendship before.
I want to be someone you're not afraid of.
I was never afraid of you. I was afraid of becoming like you.
You're nothing like me.
I used to be. I lied to myself to keep peace.
I wish I could undo the damage.
Then stop repeating it.
I haven't spoken to anyone about you since the audio.
That's not a badge of honor, Mark. That's the bare minimum.
I'm learning.
Keep going.
I still remember your laugh. It always made me feel like I was home.
You made that home unlivable?
Can I ask something?
If it's honest.
Did you ever lie to protect me?
Constantly. I told people we were working through things. I told myself you just had a hard past. I told my reflection that the man who belittled me still loved me.
That breaks my heart.
It should.
I never wanted to be the villain.
You didn't need to want it. You just needed to avoid being accountable.
I used to say I was misunderstood. Now I think I was just manipulative.
You were both. And I was too exhausted to argue.
I still remember the day you left. You didn't say much.
Because I had said everything already. You just never listened.
You were wearing that long gray coat.
Stop romanticizing it.
It's the only memory that still feels warm.
It was winter, Mark. I was freezing.
I thought you'd come back after a week.
I almost did.
Why didn't you?
I saw myself in the mirror and didn't recognize the woman looking back. I knew if I came back, I'd disappear for good.
I don't know who I am without you.
Figure it out. That's not my job anymore.
I still dream about us.
I used to wake up from those dreams crying.
I miss hearing about your day.
I miss having a day I didn't have to explain.
Do you still listen to Fleetwood Mac?
I changed the playlist. I needed new songs.
Everything reminds me of you.
That's what guilt does.
Sometimes I think the audio ruined me.
Number, you did that.
It was the only time I meant every word I said.
Then you should have lived like it.
I told the truth when I said I needed you.
Then maybe you should have needed me enough to respect me.
I didn't know how.
Now you do.
And now it's too late.
Now it's just honest.
I reread our old texts last night.
You should have reread them before telling people I was clingy.
I never meant that. Not how it sounded.
Then say what you meant, for once.
I meant I didn't know how to receive love without twisting it.
You knew how to receive comfort. You just didn't know how to reciprocate.
I always thought I was the broken one.
And I always tried to be your glue, until I ran out of pieces of myself to give.
I thought you'd always stay.
Because I always did, even when it hurt.
I thought that meant it didn't really hurt.
You ignored the silence between my words. The hesitations, the long exhales.
I thought you were just moody.
I was heartbroken, every single day.
You never said that.
I did. But you only heard what kept your ego intact.
I feel sick thinking about how blind I was.
You weren't blind. You just refused to look where it was uncomfortable.
I didn't think I deserved that kind of scrutiny.
Then you definitely didn't deserve that kind of love.
I don't even know who I was back then.
You were the man I fell in love with, and the man who taught me why self-love comes first.
I feel like I'm still standing in the ruins of what we were.
I'm already rebuilding.
With someone else?
Number with myself.
You were always strong.
I became strong, out of necessity.
Did I really hurt you that badly?
Yes. And the worst part is how long I stayed silent about it.
Why?
Because I thought if I loved you harder, you'd become softer.
And instead,
I broke my own back carrying your insecurities.
I want to believe I was more than just damage in your life.
You were the mirror I needed to stop lying to myself.
I hate that I taught you through pain.
But you did. And I've stopped resenting it.
How?
By realizing I'm not the person you made me feel like I was.
And who is that person now?
Someone who sleeps through the night. Someone who laughs and means it. Someone who doesn't reread texts for closure.
I thought I was the one who lost you.
No, Mark. I lost myself. And then I found her again.
You sound alive.
I am. For the first time in years.
Meanwhile, I feel like I'm haunting my own apartment.
Maybe you're finally sitting with your ghost.
I keep expecting you to throw one last insult. Or one last screw you.
That would mean I still care enough to wound.
So what is this then?
This is me choosing peace over pettiness.
I don't know how to respond to kindness from you anymore.
Because it's no longer laced with hope you'll change.
I thought I had time.
You had years. I counted them in quiet exits and swallowed thoughts.
Why didn't you leave earlier?
Because I kept waiting for the man from the beginning.
He was real.
Then you let him die.
Sometimes I wonder if you ever truly knew me.
I knew you better than you knew yourself. But I stopped wanting to explain you to you.
I wish I had the strength you do.
You have it. You just keep burying it beneath guilt.
I keep trying to apologize in new ways.
That's because you're not ready to accept that sorry doesn't fix some things.
So what does?
Accountability, boundaries, silence.
I don't know how to live with this version of myself.
Start by not projecting him onto other people.
I haven't dated since you?
Good. Heal first, then date like a man, not like a wound.
I really thought we'd get back together someday.
Then you never really heard me.
I miss your voice.
You only heard it when it hurt you.
That's not true.
You ignored it every time it said, I'm not okay.
I thought I was protecting us.
Number, you were protecting your image. You didn't want a partner. You wanted an audience.
I don't know how to respond to that.
You don't need to. Just reflect on it.
I want to say something, but I'm afraid it'll come out wrong.
Then don't say it for me. Say it for you.
Okay. I miss the way you used to look at me, like I was worth something.
I looked at you like you could be.
I wish I'd risen to that.
I stopped waiting for you to.
Do you think we were ever truly happy?
We were comfortable. That's not the same.
So none of it was real?
It was real, but it wasn't healthy. Even poison can come in a pretty glass.
I didn't know how to love you right.
Then it's good we're done pretending you did.
I wanted forever with you.
I wanted honesty. You never gave me both.
If I said I was still in love with you,
I'd say that's not my burden anymore.
would you block me if I kept texting?
If you kept texting for yourself, no. If you kept texting to pull me back in, yes.
I don't know the difference sometimes.
That's what therapy is for.
What if I never move on?
You will. Or you won't. Either way, I'm not your unfinished business.
I've started writing letters I'll never send.
That's healthier than sending ones meant to pull someone back.
I wrote one to your mother last week.
You never met her.
Number. But I kept blaming her in my head for how strong you were.
Funny. I blamed her too. For how long I stayed with someone who wasn't strong enough for me.
She'd probably hate me.
She'd pity you.
Is that worse?
Much.
I think part of me wanted to become the man she would have respected.
You had every chance to do that while I was still beside you.
I know.
Then stop grieving a ghost of what could have been.
I keep wondering if maybe I have some kind of disorder.
Maybe. But a diagnosis doesn't excuse cruelty.
I wasn't trying to be cruel.
You just didn't try hard not to be.
That's fair.
I'm not looking for fair anymore. I'm looking for finished.
I know I dragged this out too long.
We both did.
Why did you wait so long to release the audio?
Because I was still trying to protect your dignity.
Why now?
Because protecting you was costing me mine.
It's strange, but I think I understand that.
If you do, don't defend yourself anymore. Just sit with it.
That's the hardest part.
I know, I did it alone.
I never thought I'd be the one people pitied.
I never thought I'd be the one people believed.
Does it feel good?
It feels just,
Do you think you'll ever forgive me?
I don't need to.
What does that mean?
Forgiveness implies you still owe me something. I've stopped keeping the balance.
I still feel like I do owe you.
Then pay it forward. With the next woman. With yourself.
Would it have changed anything if I'd said all this earlier?
Yes.
We'd still be together?
Number. But I'd respect you more.
You really don't respect me anymore?
I respect that you're trying now. But I don't confuse effort with entitlement.
Every time I hear your voice in my head, it's mid-laugh.
Every time I hear yours, it's mid-lie.
I never realized how loud silence can be until you gave me yours.
I never realized how peaceful it could be until I stopped chasing your noise.
Was I always this selfish?
Yes, But you were charming, so people let it slide.
Including you.
I wanted to believe you'd change.
What was the final moment for you?
When I said I'm tired and you said, "Of what now?"
I remember that.
I bet you do.
It haunts me.
It freed me.
Sometimes I wish I never met you.
I used to wish that too. But then I wouldn't have learned to walk away.
You still know how to hurt me.
I'm not trying to. I'm just not cushioning truth anymore.
Are you dating?
Not yet. But when I do, it won't be with someone I have to explain basic respect to.
Fair.
I'm done setting myself on fire to keep someone else warm.
I don't even know what warmth feels like anymore.
Then start building your own fire. Stop asking for matches from people you burned.
I wish I had something to offer you now.
You do. Distance and peace.
If I never text again, will you wonder about me?
I'll hope you're doing better. But I won't wait for updates.
I keep thinking of that Sunday when we danced to no music.
You always romanticize the moments I used to cry after.
I thought we were happy.
We were pretending.
I thought you were okay with pretending.
I was tired of being the only one who knew it was a lie.
What do I do with all these memories?
Keep them, learn from them, but don't send them to me.
I still love you, Claire.
I still love myself more.
That's new.
That's necessary.
I'm scared I'll never be loved like that again.
You won't be. Because that version of me is gone, and you're still becoming.
Will I ever stop feeling this shame?
Only if you stop trying to make it someone else's responsibility.
I don't want to forget you.
You don't have to. Just stop trying to return.
I hope someone sees you the way I should have.
They will. Because I see myself that way now.
I hope they're good to you.
They will be. Because I won't settle for less again.
You're really done with me.
I was done before you ever noticed I was leaving.
Do you hate me?
Number I healed from you. I don't carry you anymore.
I don't know how to let go.
Start with goodbye.
Is this goodbye?
Yes,
Final?
finally.
I know you said goodbye.
Then why are you still here?
I don't know. I guess I needed to feel heard one last time.
I heard you. I just don't echo anymore.
I keep thinking maybe there's still something left to say.
There always will be. That's the trick grief plays.
Are you angry I reached out again?
Number just firm.
I told myself if you answered, it meant there was still a thread.
Maybe it just means I have better boundaries now.
I saw a picture of you on Alan's Facebook.
And?
You looked light.
Because I let go of the weight.
I didn't know how heavy I'd made things.
That's because I was the one carrying them.
I wonder sometimes if I ever gave you anything that lasted.
You gave me a reason to never abandon myself again.
That sounds like a lesson, not a gift.
Lessons are often what stay longest.
I miss your voice.
You miss control, not connection.
That's not true.
You never craved me. You craved what I did for you.
I needed you.
That was the problem.
I wish I knew how to love you right.
I wish I knew how to walk away sooner.
You keep saying that like I didn't suffer too.
I'm sure you did. But you created the fire and I was the one left choking on smoke.
I've been trying to forgive myself.
Try harder.
I don't think I know who I am without your reflection.
Then it's time to look in your own mirror.
What if I don't like what I see?
Then you start the work. Just like I did.
I always thought I was the complicated one, the mysterious one.
You were just unavailable. There's no nobility in being emotionally absent.
You're colder than I remember.
Number I'm clearer.
I can't stop replaying the night you packed your bags.
I stopped replaying it when I realized no one would stop me at the door.
I wanted to.
Wanting isn't doing, and silence is loud.
I was frozen.
I was drowning.
I thought if I didn't say anything, you'd come back out of guilt.
That used to work.
Not anymore?
Not ever again.
I used to call you my anchor.
And you dragged me to the bottom.
You say these things like they don't hurt.
They do. But pain isn't a reason to stay quiet anymore.
I want to be better.
Then stop needing witnesses.
I don't want applause.
You want redemption. But only if I hand it to you.
I want to feel whole again.
Then stop asking broken people to hold the glue.
You're not broken.
Not anymore.
I think part of me still hoped you'd come back.
To what? A story where I play the same role and pretend the script's different?
To us.
There is no us, Mark. There's who we were and who I refuse to be again.
You're being cold.
I'm being final.
I think I still love you.
I think you loved the silence after my pain more than the pain itself.
That's not fair.
Neither was holding my tears against me.
I didn't know how to comfort you.
Then don't blame me for learning to comfort myself.
I want to fix this.
You want to rewind, not repair.
I want you to believe I've changed.
Change doesn't need a spotlight.
I still think about our first vacation.
I still think about the fight that followed it.
We laughed so much in Italy.
We cried more when we got home.
We weren't always unhappy.
We were always unstable.
Do you ever wonder if therapy could have saved us?
Therapy saved me. That was enough.
Why does this still feel unfinished?
Because you never accepted it ended.
I don't want to be this person forever.
Then start being someone else. Not for me. For you.
How?
By sitting in discomfort without reaching for your old scripts.
I don't know how to be alone.
Then that's where you begin.
Did you hate being alone after us?
I feared it. Then I loved it. Then I realized I was never truly alone. Just finally with someone honest.
Yourself?
Exactly.
I want that. That calm you have now.
It wasn't given. It was earned.
I want to earn it too.
Then stop measuring progress by how close I am.
I won't reach out again.
That's not a punishment. It's a gift. For both of us.
I don't know how to end this.
You already did. When you called me crazy and expected me to stay.
I was cruel.
You were careless.
I'm sorry.
Me too. For how long I waited to hear that.
I hope someone sees you fully.
I already do.
I almost texted you yesterday.
You just did.
I know. I hesitated for an hour.
And what tipped you over?
I was walking past the coffee shop we used to go to. They changed the chairs.
Chairs change. So do people.
Do they?
I did.
I haven't.
Then you're choosing that.
That's not fair.
It's honest.
I thought I was being brave reaching out.
Number brave is letting go without asking to be remembered.
I think I'm addicted to your silence.
That's because it doesn't validate you.
I still want to feel close to you.
That's memory, not love.
It felt like love.
But it lived like fear.
I can't stop missing you.
You miss who you were with me. Not me.
I don't know who I am now.
Then sit with that.
I hate how cold your answers feel.
Cold is what you used to call me when I stopped apologizing.
I'm not the same person I was.
But you keep trying to be the same person to me.
What do you want me to do?
Disappear from the part of me that still wonders if you'll grow.
That hurts.
Good. Then maybe this time you'll remember it's real.
I thought healing would feel more peaceful.
Healing feels like discipline, not dopamine.
I want to stop chasing your voice.
Then stop typing.
I keep thinking if I say the perfect thing, you'll respond with softness.
Stop trying to make your guilt beautiful.
I've been journaling. Remember when you begged me to try that?
I remember begging for anything but silence.
I found old photos of us last night. You were wearing that red scarf.
I wore that scarf the day you told me I was too much.
I didn't mean it.
You never did. That's what made it worse.
I want to ask how you're doing, but I know I don't have the right anymore.
I'm doing well, and you're right.
I want to say I'm proud of you.
You can be, from afar.
I still think of you when it rains.
Then let it cleanse you, not drag you back into mud.
Sometimes I text you in my head and imagine how you'd reply.
Imagination is safer than the real me. That's why you stayed in it for so long.
I wish I hadn't broken us.
You didn't break us. You refused to build anything past the foundation.
I've been sober for 4 months.
That's good.
Don't you care?
I care that you're healing. I don't care that it's for me.
I wanted it to be for you.
That's not love. That's leverage.
You think everything I do is selfish.
I think everything you did for me was secretly for you.
That's what makes you hate me, isn't it?
I don't hate you. I've simply detached the part of me that kept bleeding for someone who only watched.
I used to think detachment was cruelty.
It's survival.
When did you stop checking if I was okay?
When I realized you never asked if I was,
I want to tell you I'm sorry again.
then write it in your journal. Not in my inbox.
I saw your name in a contact list and my hands shook.
That's not memory. That's your shame talking.
I deserve that.
You deserve to do better next time. Not to be forgiven for this one.
What if I never get another chance?
Then this was your final lesson. And my freedom.
I still listen to the playlist you made.
I don't. I had to mute every sound you filled with lies.
I wanted to be good for you.
I wanted you to be good for yourself.
You're so much stronger than me.
I'm just not addicted to being liked anymore.
I feel like you've become a stranger.
I became myself.
I don't know what else to say.
Then say nothing.
Do you wish me well?
I wish you away.
That stings.
So did every excuse.
I don't want to haunt you anymore.
Then stop knocking.
This is the last time, I promise.
Then let it be sacred. Let it be still.
I'll go now.
Go forward. And don't bring my name with you.
Goodbye.
Finally.
I didn't think you'd ever reply again.
I almost didn't.
Then why now?
Because closure isn't silence. It's clarity.
I've reread every word you've ever sent me.
Then you finally did something I begged for years ago.
I see it now, all of it.
And?
I was cruel, passive, selfish, and I made you doubt your light.
Yes.
I don't expect forgiveness.
Good. Because I'm not handing it out like a receipt.
You deserved better.
I became better.
I hope you know. None of them mattered. The women, The attention, the posturing.
But they were loud while my pain stayed silent.
I know.
I used to wait for you to change. Now I hope you do. But for yourself.
I don't know how to be in a world where you don't care anymore.
Then you'll learn. Just like I had to learn how to live in a world where I gave everything and got blame in return.
This still hurts.
Hurt is how truth enters. Let it.
I thought I'd feel lighter after all these months. But I feel hollow.
That's not hollowness. That's space. Use it. Fill it with something that isn't me.
I don't want to forget you.
You won't. You'll just stop mistaking memory for a door.
If we'd met at a different time,
We did. And it still wasn't right.
I guess I just wanted to believe love always finds a way.
Love doesn't solve what ego destroys.
I used to say you were too intense.
I was too awake. That scared you.
You were always 10 steps ahead emotionally.
That's because I had to be. You left me behind every time I stopped to feel.
I thought strength meant never breaking.
Real strength is breaking and still showing up anyway.
I hope you're loved better now.
I am. By me.
I don't know how to end this.
By not replying again.
That simple?
That's sacred.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mark.
Goodbye, Claire.